I liked you more when I knew you less.
Correct.
I was wondering who that's about.
Rob Benedict. It's Rob Benedict. No kidding. It's not Rob Benedict, but Rob Benedict is convinced it's about Rob Benedict. They made a so you don't even think you know this part of the story. We had a record release party at the Whiskey on Sunset in LA, and it was just a really fun night, kind of storied venue in Los Angeles. And when they got up to play their set, you know, Jensen was there and a bunch of us and Cohen and everybody. It was just a big fun family reunion, you know, outside of work, which doesn't happen a ton these days. And so we were all really watching the show, but also really enjoying each other's companies and kind of talking for a second and then stopping talking and listening to the show and then talking between songs. When they were introing I Liked You More When I Knew You Less, Rob was in conversation. And they mentioned that they wrote it about Rob. Obviously, they didn't write it about Rob at all. But as the joke, they said it. And then they started playing. And Rob, done with his conversation, walked up next to me, and we were kind of standing on a balcony watching, and he walked up next to me, and we're both just kind of standing there, the two of us, watching, and he starts singing the song, and he gets to the chorus, and Rob's like, you know, they said something about me before they sang. I thought I heard my name. What was it? What did they say? And I was like, they said the song was about you, but it's not about you. It was a joke. It's not about you, but they said it was about you.
Right.
And for some reason, he heard me say, this song is about you.
And that's all I heard. That's all I heard. I've tried to explain to Rob that he doesn't carry a dog in his purse. There are a lot of giveaways in the lyrics that would let you know it's not about Rob. For example, all of the lyrics would let you know that. The answer to the question is, you will never know. But the story is fictional. Meaning the idea came from something. And we're Billy and I were together. But the story is not the song. The story is just, we're like, oh, I made that comment. I said, man, I like that person more when I knew them less. In the middle of a conversation Billy and I were having. And he goes, that's the title of their country song. I'm like, it sure as shit is, let's write it. And so the story that I wrote has nothing to do with a real person or a real event, anything. It just became a fictional story that I wrote that was a fun, the phrase was funny. So much of country music, and what I like about country music, it can be whimsical, it can be a story, and it, you know, sometimes it's heartfelt and true, sometimes it's got a pathos and it's a battle cry, and sometimes it's just silly.
Do you know what? I see the gap. I see the gap between the explanation and the possibility.
Okay, what is it?
Rob isn't even the person you were talking about.
Correct.
When you said that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Rob
nothing to do with
Rob wasn't in the room or on anybody's mind at the time that this took place. However, Rob will never believe that, just so you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I'm glad you like the song. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I loved the concert last night. I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't know you could sing. I'm fairly new to the fandom.
Hey, hey, fair, you know.
So,
thank you.
Well done, both of you. It was a lovely concert. This question is for Richard because I already asked Jason. What was the first concert you ever attended?
There was some debate here or something, and
she said, what was your first concert? That was the question. What was your first concert? And so I gave a kind of long-winded story about the first time I sang in front of a crowd. And then, you know, throwing me to the wolves, Paul or Billy was like, just so, you mean first concert we ever went to, right?
What was the first concert you went to?
Alan Jackson.
Oh, that's good. With your parents, by yourself, how did that play out?
With my older brother and some friends.
That's cool. So I have two answers to this. One is a concert my parents took me to when I was a kid, which is technically, I saw live music all the time. My parents took me to see live music all the time. But the first time we went to what you would consider a concert, I was a little kid, it was to see Donnie and Marie.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were big TV stars in the day when I was a kid. and I watched their show. The first concert I ever went to on my own with my buddies was U2 on the Joshua Tree tour, which is, you know, a step up from Donnie Marie. No offense to Donnie or any of the Osmonds. No offense to them.
Unintended.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And you.
So my question is also about music. So which is the artist you want, for both of us, which artist you want to do it with? The dream artist?
You did say duet, right? I want to be sure. Not the artist we want to do it with. Because those are two very different answers.
Very different.
The dream one, the dream one, the dream
Yeah, I got the dream roll part, but we're talking about duet, like two people singing, not do it, like two grown-ups being grown-ups. Right? Because, I mean, it's two very different answers.
Maybe the same answer.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Maybe I'll go either way. It's a great question. There's so many singers that I admire. I mean, gosh, the list is infinite. Yeah, and when I say I want to do a duet with this person, it by no means means that I believe I am worthy to do a duet with this person. This is a fantasy camp dream world scenario. But I'm a massive fan of Alison Krauss and Union Station. And I would do anything with that woman and that band.
But who would you like to do a duet with?
The banjo player. And Chris Stapleton is also somebody I would love to sing with, 'cause I think he's a genius.
You
Is that
stole
your-
my answer,
So,
yeah.
sorry for
Stapleton.
my English. I know it's
No,
bad.
it's perfect. Thank you.
Hell lot better than our Italian.
Speaking of duets and concerts,
Yeah.
I was tasked with telling you guys that the concert tomorrow is at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. tomorrow. Concert tomorrow, 5 p.m.
Looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it too. You and I will be on stage together.
Indeed.
And we're not going to be on stage together anymore now because it's Jason Manns, everybody, doing his thing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Jason Manns' thing is saying goodbye at the same time.
All right. Bye, y'all. We'll see you. Bye.